Ever wondered why milk comes in square cartons while soda is sold in round bottles? You might never have given it a thought, but once you understand why, you'll start to see through half the tricks of the world. Today, I'm going to help you install the brain of an economist using 5 classic cases. Why is water life-saving yet cheap, while diamonds are useless but priced through the roof? Why are buttons on women's clothing on the left, but on the right for men? Why does the person sitting next to you at a cafe pay $30 for the same coffee you got for $8, even though the shop knew exactly who you were from the start? These questions seem unrelated, but they share the same underlying logic. Once you see it, your perspective on everything will change, because you'll realize nothing in this world happens by chance. Every phenomenon is a product of incentives. Returning to the milk and soda question, let's rule out the wrong answer first. It's not because square containers save material. In fact, a cylinder uses less material than a rectangular prism to hold the same volume. The real answer lies in marginal cost. MILK must be refrigerated, meaning it occupies expensive real estate in a supermarket's cooler. Since electricity and shelf space in a fridge are scarce, square cartons are used to maximize every inch of space and eliminate gaps. Soda, however, doesn't need refrigeration and sits on cheap, open shelves where the space saved by a square bottle isn't worth. The trade-off. What trade-off? Comfort. People often drink soda directly from the bottle, making the ergonomic grip of a round shape vital. Milk is usually poured into a glass, so the grip matters less. This is your first lesson in economics. Every choice is an optimal solution under specific constraints. It's not about what's better, but what's more cost-effective. This mindset explains countless quirks. Women's buttons are on the left because when buttons were invented, wealthy women were dressed by maids. Since a right-handed maid facing a lady finds it easier to button from that side, the buttons were placed on the left. Men dressed themselves, so their buttons stayed on the right. Centuries later, we keep the standard because nobody wants to pay the cost of changing it. Similarly, 24-hour convenience stores have locks on their doors not because they plan to close, but because it's cheaper to buy a mass-produced standard door with a lock than to custom order one without. Economists don't ask, why is it like this? But rather, what makes it profitable to be this way? Understanding this helps you see through pricing traps. That coffee price gap isn't about the drink, it's about price discrimination. While it sounds negative, in economics, it's a neutral term for charging different people different prices based on their willingness to pay. A busy professional might value their time at $35 for a latte, while a student might only be willing to pay $15. If the shop sets one price at $35, they lose the student. If they set it at $15, they lose profit from the professional. The solution? Create hurdles like coupons or membership apps. People who spend time clipping coupons are signaling they are price sensitive, while those who don't are signaling their time is more valuable. It's an automatic sorting machine. This is why movie theater popcorn is expensive and why plane tickets cost more the later you book. It's not about fairness. It's about maximizing social efficiency by letting everyone buy at a price they can accept. But what about the diamond water paradox? Water is essential for life, yet it's nearly free, while diamonds are purely decorative but cost a fortune. This puzzled thinkers for centuries until the concept of marginal utility was born. The total utility of water is massive, but because it's so abundant, the 9th glass you drink provides 0 extra satisfaction. Diamonds are scarce, so the first one you own provides immense marginal utility. Price reflects marginal value, not total importance. This explains why superstars earn millions while laborers don't. It's not about who works harder, but about the scarcity of the output. A top coder can serve 1 billion users with one script, while a bricklayer's output is limited by physical constraints. SCARCITY, not utility, dictates price. Sometimes, however, individual rationality leads to collective disaster. Think of a concert where someone in the front stands up. To see, you must stand too. Soon, everyone is standing, no one sees any better than they did while sitting, and everyone is more tired. This is the collective action problem. It's why parents grind through after-school tutoring, not because it changes their child's ranking, but because they can't afford to be the only one who doesn't. When everyone grinds, the ranking stays the same, but everyone is poorer and more exhausted. This arms race logic applies to big corporations, spending billions on ads and students chasing endless degrees. When everyone does it, the value is diluted, but no one dares to stop first. Finally, beware the most dangerous trap, the free lunch. Everything has a cost, even if it's not in cash. It could be your time, your privacy, or a future debt. Internet products are free because you are the product. Your data is far more valuable than a subscription fee. Free shuts down the rational part of our brain, leading us into scams or causing us to neglect public resources like shared bikes or healthcare. There is no such thing as a free lunch. You've either already paid for it in a way you didn't notice, or you'll pay for it later with interest. Economics isn't just about money, it's the logic of how the world breathes. When you view the world through the lens of incentives, the absurd becomes logical and the unsolvable becomes clear. Stop asking why things are unfair and start asking what incentives created the result. In a world of fog, being the one who sees clearly is your greatest advantage.